Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of FSEconomy with me, Herd 37. So, we've got the Caravan is down here. I think Tucker flew it down from Detroit down to Cincinnati, KCVG, and we're going to fly it back to Detroit, which is KDTW. Full plane here, 13 people, total of 2,377 pounds, and we're up to 50% fuel. You see down here. So we got plenty of range in here. Let's go over here to FSEconomy. Look here at Cincinnati, the wind coming in from the southeast. So we're going to take off on runway 9. That is a heading of 096 degrees. And here in Detroit, the wind also out of the southeast. We're going to land here on 21 left. So we'll come up here north and just go, I guess, kind of parallel with the runway here, and then land on 21 left. It's a heading of 216 degrees. ILS frequency is 111.5, and the airport elevation is 643 feet. By the way, just so I know, I'm going to try and get us a close parking area over here. Close as we can get. Actually, come in a little bit. We'll probably best to take like that guy right there. What is that? See, that's a gate. That sucks. Let's take off actually on... we used to do this in Air Hauler too. We used to take park over here. So instead, that'll be I said 9 right, or 9. It should actually be 9 left. So it'll be 9 right. Same heading, I'm sure. Let's take a look over here. I should have just zoomed out. Come on. Oh, that's right. Shit, we're taking runway 9. What am I doing? That's why. Yeah, so over here. I wish I could. That's not a gate over here. It's large, but we can still take that. Let's take that. Parking is 16. So I'll try to remember that. Yeah, I was going up, down. Yeah, we're taking off on 9 right here. So that's 16. So I just need to remember that. And I think everything else looks good. Let's go ahead and move on over to the plane. Alright, everybody, here we are at the plane. Man, that's loud. Already got her started up, so we don't have to run through the thing for you. I know it gets kind of long, especially in this plane. Please remove 400. I mean, I just don't know why it does that. Let's go full screen. Alright, taxi light is on. Let's go over to our runway. I can't remember, is it behind us or in front of us? Yeah, let's take a look at it here. Alright, so it's right there in front of us. Our only options go out here to the right. Hopefully there'll be enough runway over there. We can take off from right over in here. I was wondering if we'd have to taxi out to the left to make it easier, to give us some more room. And I don't see any daggone planes. Man, I hate that. The Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky Cincinnati Airport is a pretty good-sized airport. So I wish we could see some planes here, but there's nothing. That kind of sucks. There should be some people in Detroit. A lot of times in Detroit, it seems like things are missing. Like, maybe the buildings or jetways come up at the end. I can't remember. Alright, so that's where we'll take off right there at that intersection. We'll have to briefly go through the before takeoff checklist. That's not so bad. The startup and everything is pretty daggone long. So I just do that on my own without recording it anymore. Because if I do that in Let's Play, I hate when it takes too long. Wait a second. Wait a second. This is 3618 center. Ours should be behind us. Alright, daggone it. Daggone it. Alright, so it's actually right there. Still enough room, so I should have turned back there. I saw that runway and I was like, that's us. No, it is not. Things haven't gone perfectly for me. In my last flight, remember, we landed at the wrong daggone airport. This is not as bad as that mistake. Landed at the wrong airport and I had to go back and go to the correct one like a moron. It's like the flight of shame. Okay, so we'll stop up here into our for takeoff checklist. Get a little quick here. Even though we've got it idle. Alright, parking brake on real quick. Alright, so let's check our flight controls. Make sure everything is free and correct. It takes a while to get over there. It's kind of odd. Alright, rudder pedals. Everything looks good there. Flight instruments, everything is checked. I've got my heading, got our altitude set at 9,500. I reset my altimeter. Altitude select, like I said, is good. Fuel boost switch is should be in norm. I can't remember if it's off or in norm. Alright, so it's a norm and you can hear it. Fuel tank selectors, both. Fuel quantity check should be at 50%. That looks good. Fuel shutoff knob fully on. Alright, so power lever going to 400 pounds. Let's see if I can zoom in. We can see it right there. Where is the... Can never find it. Where is our 400 pounds? I know it's over there because it's hard to see sometimes. There, it's the top one. Why can't I remember that? I think RPM was what I'm thinking of. See if I can run up to 400. It's right there. Might come down a little bit. It's about 400. 28.5 on the bus volts. We're at 28. Inertial separator. Get rid of that. Just down here. See it go down. Now it comes back. So that's good. Alright, I don't test overspeed governor or standby power because we really don't know how to do that. Ice protection if installed. Pitot heat, stall heat, and prop heat are all on. I've got those on. Inertial separator set. I'm going to leave it off because it's all dry and everything looks good here. So, nav source. Let's come over here, hit CDI twice. That puts it over to GPS. Let's go ahead and turn our transponder on. VFR. So that's set. CAS messages, nothing. Although, if you turn that on, we've got two. We've got prop de-ice. Did I not? I clicked it again, it went off, but it didn't actually move, so that's kind of weird. And that's just about the fuel boost being at norm and not off. Wing flaps. Go ahead and set. Cabin heat mixing, air control. I just leave it all right there, so it hasn't been messed with. Fuel condition lever, high idle. Alright, and rotate at 70 to 75 knots. Well, let's go ahead and check everything, make sure no one's coming. Alright, we look good there. Landing lights. I accidentally turned the strobes on, didn't I? A second ago when I was starting up. Yeah, strobes right there, accidentally. Seatbelts, no smoke. I'll go ahead and turn those on. So that's... Didn't mean to have the strobes on. I forgot about that when I was turning the nav and the beacon on. I'm just going to come out to the left a little bit so we have as much runway as possible. I'll probably hold the brakes too, just to make sure. I mean, I think we have plenty of runway. It's just might as well go ahead and make sure. Why not? I mean, she gets up really quick, but see, we don't have a ton of runway. We should be alright. Alright, not quite full power. Alright, here we go, off the brakes. Airspeed is alive, looking good. See, she gets up to speed really quick. Let's go ahead and rotate. It happens every once in a while, still don't know why. I feel like I'm getting pushed a little to the left here. Get my nose down a little bit as well. Go ahead and retract the flaps. I'm going to pull the back on the power just a little bit. And go ahead and pull the props back a little bit as well. And there, I believe that is, in fact, the mighty Ohio. That's downtown Cincinnati right there. We all always refer to it as the Cincinnati Airport. However, it is actually in Kentucky. They call it actually what, Cincinnati Northern Kentucky, I think, International or something like that. Everyone just calls it Cincinnati Airport. I call it Cincinnati Airport, but it's actually in Kentucky. I can't remember if it's Covington or not. Let's go ahead and cut over to the left. Or as like a lot of people call it, Cincinnati. I don't know why. I don't have anything against Cincinnati. I still refer to it as Cincinnati sometimes. Been there many a times. Back when I had a transportation job, you used to have to drive up there constantly. 3 hours there and 3 hours back. Paying going to that one. It was good paying for us, but man, I hated it. Where am I heading over here? Oh, come on, thing. So I'm going to go ahead and hit autopilot, auto damper, flight director. Let's go with heading, altitude, vertical speed. I like to climb around 1,100, 1,200 feet a minute. Bring that up. There's the airport. You can't see any planes there. I don't know why. You'd think that would be in World of AI. There she is, in all of her glory, downtown Cincinnati. Like I said, Cincinnati. Almost looked like there should be an airport right there. It's all kind of bare. I don't know what that is. It must be the rail yard. That's actually where I used to always go. Take people over to the rail yard. There she is. Good look at her. Climb a little bit better here. Alright, so airspeed should be 110 to 120, it actually says. We've got our ice protection on. Prop RPM 1600 to 1900, so I'll put her around 1750. Let's see if we can find her. There's 1840, so we'll see, we'll drop her down a little bit. $17.80, $17.70. I'll leave her probably right there for now. Maybe I'll move her back a little when we get up to her 9,500 feet. We're actually climbing quite quick. Go ahead and pull back on the power a little bit. Save ourselves a little bit of fuel. Neutral separator set. I've already got it off, so I'll leave it there. Power lever set. So everything looks good right there. Yeah, because maximum power lever is 1865, I think, on the climb. We're already at 1746, so we're just a little bit under that. Increase the power just a tad, and I'm going to go ahead and drop this down because I don't want to get going too slow. Yeah, and it shouldn't be too long. Let's look over here. Desired track 027. I'm gonna go ahead and switch that to nav. So we're still dropping a little there. Drop her down to about 1,000 feet or so. Although I did drop it way down to 1056. 73%. It could go up a little bit more. Try to get around 85. There we go. A little bit better. Alright, so it's 200. Well, it says 217. It said 199, but it's actually 217. And hour and 24 minutes, although it'll be a little bit quicker, obviously. Once we get up here to 9,500, obviously we'll speed up a little bit, and then we'll pull down on the power. There you can see a little more rural as soon as you get out of Cincinnati. There's nothing too close to it that I can remember. You got to go to west to hit up Indianapolis, and that's probably an hour or more away. There's nothing really all that close to it. Columbus is more towards the center of the state. But, yeah, so there's not too much to see. Alright, got about 1,000 feet to go. I'm going to go ahead and speed her on up, and I'll be back in just a little bit. Alright, everybody's slowing it down here. Here's the airport right here. We need to get a little over more to the right here. Should we land on 21 left? Should be coming right back at us. And I've got her going down to 5,500. Might as well move her on down to about... Because I wanted to get clear of the airport, fly over it. I didn't really want to fly 1,600 feet above a big airport like that. It seemed kind of inappropriate. Let's go ahead and descend a little bit quicker and pull back on the power here. That little bar has disappeared, so I can't tell what exactly we're set at. Pull back on the power more. And I'll go ahead and set her down to the 1,600. That'd put us 1,000 over. It's actually 036 to go parallel. I think we're a little close over here, so I'll keep it at there's 039. Yeah, I wish I would have gotten down a little bit sooner. Because I had thought about it, but man, we're really high. 6,200 feet approaching the airport. We'll see if there's anybody flying. You can see some planes in the area. There's a bunch right here in the area. I usually don't see them around here. So hopefully we'll get to see somebody. Yeah, we used to not fly to Detroit very often, but it seems like in several of my different series, we've been here several times lately. I don't know if all those shown up are the aircraft down here or not. You wouldn't think it would be. But finally, we see a bunch of airplanes. That's kind of pretty nice. Don't see any buildings, though, until we get closer. Kind of odd. Especially since everything is set to extremely dense. We're at 21 left, so there's 21 left there, center, and right over here. So that's our runway. Like I said, we're a little bit close. There's actually a fair amount of aircraft on there. I guess those blinking things are maybe where the buildings are going to be. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't know if this is the only airport that does that, but I've noticed that several times since we've been here, how that happens. So we got about, what, 1,800 feet to go. No, it is, I think, 2,800. We're getting slightly slow. I'm going to give her just a little bit of power here. I don't want to get... We're not really all that close to stalling out, but I don't want to get anywhere near the stalling out point. Traffic. A little more power here. Traffic. Traffic. I don't know, is this person coming at us? I'm not sure. Traffic. 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 Let's see if there's anybody flying below us. There's a guy taking off right there. So they are using these main runways. Traffic. Taking off to the south. Traffic. 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 Hopefully that will shut up here in a second. So she's already gotten away from her. That guy. There could be somebody flying in. That person doesn't seem to be moving very quick if they're on the way over here. They're about 1,700 feet to go. That'll put us 1,000 AGL. You can see the tower fine, but I don't know about the buildings. I don't quite understand that. 111.5 if we want to use the ILS. We really don't need it. But I'll put it in just in case. 111.5, move it over. This is not what I wanted. Click that. $111.5. $2,300. Can just about turn for the runway. 600 feet, so we're 1,500 above. 216. Turn off the.
Traffic.
Ah, see that person's turning, man. I hope they're not going to 21 left.
Traffic.
They're gonna get ahead of us.
Traffic.
I think I just saw a blink over there. That would be their lights. 1,000 above.
Traffic.
Might have cut a little too hard. There it is. We're actually a little low here. So I'll increase the power a little bit. See, I was trying to cut her real hard. But she is the left one is set back a little bit. So I should have kept that in the back of my mind at least. Oh wow. What would be the chance that they would land on the left? I'm gonna go ahead and put my flaps out. I mean, what would be the chances of they just happen to go to the left, to the left runway, not the center or anything, but the one that we were going to? And of course, now we have to listen to that. The traffic warning the entire way now. Let's trim this down a little better. The buildings still haven't appeared. Yeah, we're trying to get a little low here. Stagon flaps, man. We're at full flaps. Alright, that guy touched down. Getting off the power to help descend. Don't want to land too far, then we won't have to worry about that guy. He's turning off now, so we won't have to worry about him anyway. Alright, off the power. Not bad. Now let's take a look outside real quick. We need to find out right or left, and that there's no buildings here still. I don't know what the problem is with this airport. Let's go park over there. I don't know what the problem with... It seems to be a problem in Detroit now, and I don't know why. I can't remember if it's happened in Air Hauler when we were flying the 767 or not. But there's no buildings here in Detroit. And like I say, everything is turned up to max. Get off this runway. The strobes. Lane lights. You know what I forgot? Tech on it. And I had thought about it earlier. Max RPM. I even thought about that. Alright, can I get to there from here? No. Go on up. Glad I checked that. I'd be pretty pissed. Stop the recording. Sounds like we got a vehicle trying to follow us. That's so messed up. Gas off, gas off, gas off, gas off, gas off, gas off. One of the oddities of, FSX. It's kind of cool though FSX has these little oddities like that though. Kind of like it. Like when I finally let it go, man, there'll be a lot of nostalgia for FSX. At least for me. I mean, flying it so much. Man, come on. Where are the freaking parking areas? I'm just gonna park it right here. Actually, let me come over here a little bit. Looks like I got parking areas over there. But coming back from the other way, daggone it, man. I like the way I have to taxi over here. But it seems like they should be, parked from the other way as well, so we can come straight in here. It's kind of odd. Come right over here, stop right here. And I totally hit the wrong button. Or did I? There we go, parking brake. Taxi light can come off. Let FSEconomy grab her. Cool. Alright, shut down and securing the airplane. The parking brake is set. Let me move that. Bleed air, ventilation fair, and everything is off. We'll say that's off. Alright, so ITT stabilized at minimum temperature for about a minute. We'll say that's good. Prop RPM lever. Can feather that. Turn all of our lights off. Let's get the nav off. I'm going to turn all the power off as well. Might as well. There's the icing protection. No smoking. And seatbelts. We can turn all that off. Fuel boost switch can come off. See, I was going to turn that back to normal. I forget things all the time. So that's off. Avionics 1 and 2. Battery switch. And that's weird. Control oxygen, fuel tank selectors, and all that. Fuel condition lever I should have already cut. How did I miss that? Condition lever before the lights, actually. But see, it doesn't say anything about the generator either. Like, the generator, shouldn't that be off? I don't know. Seems like all that should be off. Fuel sectors are off. So everything looks good there. Let's go over to FSEconomy and get ourselves paid. Alright everybody, pretty good flight here at $11,973. A lot of money for us. We rented the plane for an hour and 31 minutes, although it's our plane. $425 an hour, brings it to $648.95. Fuel cost $250.34. $1,197.30 for the ground crew fee, $1,556.49 for the booking fee. So those fees came up to $3,004.13. Distance bonus lose $127.20, but against our plane. Earnings this flight, $8,192.72, which is a really good flight for us. YT flyers, $1,003.72, paid the pilot $7,189. Again, it never makes sense to me. Alright. 10,000. 10,000. Well, I shouldn't do this because I'm about to, here in just a little bit, I'm about to go ahead and pay 25 grand, so it's not really going to matter. It's going to look well, I'll go ahead and do it a lot better, but... What? That didn't work. $146,912.80 plus the $148,682.19 plus the $20,000 brings up to $315,000. But like I said, I got to pay 25 grand in just a little bit. So $290,000, just under the 300 grand. Just under the 300 grand. And we haven't decided yet, but if we went for that, I can never remember. Well, it's 345 grand now. Daggone it. But then we talked about going down to Brazil, but now Brazil's a little more expensive, $365,000. That gone. We need that money. It seems like we keep getting further and further and further away. Not further away, but it never seems to get all that much closer. What is wrong? Yeah, see, that's the one we're really close to. Ah, man. So we shall decide. It shouldn't be too much longer. I got to put up a video about that, so we can kind of vote on the 337 or the Baron. But anyhow, that's going to be it for this episode, everybody. Hope y'all did enjoy it. I'll catch you guys on the next flight.